They're still trying to dig it out?
So yeah. They had to stop just recently because they found some Civil War artifacts down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So they're digging those out?
Yeah.
Nice. But 600,000 times?
50,000.
650,000 times? And you're going to get more? Good morning. Coral Springs, Florida. Almost dang near Miami. Way down here. Kind of just south of West Palm Beach. So beautiful morning. They got off the truck in a half an hour. 7:15 in the morning. Our clock is reset, and we are heading back home. We're gonna try and make the first game for middle child Cason's T-ball, but if I drove straight there, I'd still be like just on time, and I'm probably gonna stop a couple times and regroup and refresh. So that is unfortunate, but I'm blessed to be able to get home at least. Maybe I'll find something in Savannah, but to try and get home because my mom's moving tomorrow. So I need to be there for my mom and wish her farewell and help load up the U-Haul she's taking up there. My aunt and uncle are coming down to help her move, which is a godsend to them. With how busy I am, I couldn't really take the time off. I could have if I had to, but it was nice that they could do it for her. So let's get back to 95 and make this route home. But I just wanted to show you guys that sunset or sunrise. Sorry, it's pretty. It's early, so I need some coffee. All right, God's grace. Some of you guys have been commenting how hard is it to get paid, submit BOLs, and get paid by these big apps. And here's a little picture right here. I simply took 2 pictures of the BOLs and 2 pictures of the proof of deliveries, which is a sticker they put on the back. And then you just go to accounting right here. This is the Coyotes app, and this is as simple as submitting, pushing a button. Easy as that. And if it's on like what's today, Tuesday, I'll be paid by probably Thursday or Friday, pending that they don't have any problems with those documents. So I don't know if this is a middle school right here. I think so, but I just passed Forest Glen High School back there. It looked pretty cool. That's probably the middle school. That is it. Yeah, those kids look middle school age. I wouldn't imagine 2 high schools would be right next to each other, so maybe they were though, who knows. But yeah, it's real easy. All the apps have kind of a different little interface. JB Hunt's 360 app, Coyotes app. Coyotes app's pretty easy. You just submit an invoice. The only one you have to actually submit a written invoice or a printed out invoice typed out is C.H. Robinson. You have to keep track of your invoice numbers and actually write the load number, write your company name, your DOT or your MC, the date, the price that you booked the load for, and then submit that. It's a little bit different than the rest of them, but that's how they do it. They don't have their own built-in invoice, but it's the same thing. You get quick paid by them just as quick as the other ones. So that is it. Hope that helps you guys a little bit, not be too worried about getting paid. Like I've already gotten paid before that. All those other loads I took last week, the JB Hunt one that was delivered to that Walmart on, what day was that, Saturday? I've already been paid by that yesterday. I got paid for that. So delivered it Saturday, paid Monday. So don't get too worried about it. It's not going to take you a month to get paid. These bigger brokerages pay pretty dang quickly. They have a lot of stuff they're moving. Okay, let's get back to 95. There's the sun peeking through the burn off clouds. Pretty morning. Well then, looks like we're gonna get a little more weather here, or at least drive right into it. Coming up into Daytona right here. And yeah, those clouds look promising for rain. It's nice down there by Miami, but yikes. We'll see what we get. I wonder what's inside. Probably some cool stuff. A little bit of rain, not too bad, but make a good time. The clouds are a little bit lighter, so maybe we'll be okay. I thought that was maybe like a Lamborghini sponsored truck or something, but it's just an auto transport guy putting a cool Lamborghini sign on the back. Maybe he's got something cool, maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Either way, we're pushing the Volvo a little hard. We're going speed limit. Normally we cruise around 63, 62 for good fuel mileage, but we're still getting 8.5 miles per gallon, 9. That's 70 miles per hour, but not the good old 10.5, 11 miles per gallon. We're keeping it slow. Gotta get up to Savannah, see if we got any loads. Back through Jacksonville, but this time it's a rainy one. 115 miles from Savannah. Stop up here at the way station and look for some loads. I saw one earlier that was going to Malden, right back to my house from Midway, which is just south of Savannah. So we'll see what we get. But traffic's been flowing pretty smooth, and we're almost out of Florida. And we just came out of the agricultural center, or agricultural checkpoint. Got waved through, and we're in Georgia now after this little bridge. And we're 73 miles from our pickup. We got one. We stopped at the way station back there, and this load was listed for 700. And check out the progression right here. Check out the appointment was for 11 a.m. and then they counter-offered me 1100, and then they changed the appointment so I couldn't book it. So I had to call them, and then we got it. So we're gonna be right on time for the pickup appointment time, or maybe a couple minutes late. We'll see what they say, but always check the reviews. There's a little, not every app has this, but like Uber does, sometimes they turn it off, and they're just, if the reviews are turned off, that means it's real bad. So always check those reviews. You can see it's floor-loaded tires, so it's going to be a while. I'm hungry anyway, so maybe they'll let me bobtail out and go get some food while they're doing it. We'll see, but we're going to see if they're even going to load me, because I'll be just a little bit past their appointment time. So check the reviews. They'll change the appointment a lot of times. It was 11, then they changed it from 11 to 2, so we shall see what we can get. We have 73 miles to get there. Let's do this. Exit 76, and the broker had just called me and said, well, do you think you're going to be there soon? And I said, I'll be there probably about 2:30. She said, okay, I'll let them know. So makes me believe that they load pretty late, because it's about 2:30, and if it's true what the review said earlier, and it takes 5 hours to load, then they're not going to be out of here by 5 o'clock, but maybe they're a 24/7 facility. Who knows? But her saying that's okay is a big plus. It takes a little load off my mind for thinking they're not going to load me. We shall see. And if you've ever come to Midway, Georgia, delivered to Target, that's right down here too. It says actually right there, Target and Tire Rack, 3,000 feet. Target Tire Rack, but my Raycon says hand-cooked tires, so maybe Tire Rack's just the one who's selling them. I don't know. But this is exactly how you get Target, in the very back right over here. I've delivered here maybe 4 or 5 times for Target, but never picked up for Tire Rack. I believe I've seen the sign though for the tire place. I don't know. Well, it's a nice little backhaul. Backhaul is when you're trying to get something back home from a worse destination, like a bad lane, like which Florida is. So I deadheaded all the way out of Florida. That was 300 miles. But then luckily we got this one. For the good old 1100 going right back home. It's better than going home empty. And it delivers in the morning, so I can still help my mom move once I get it off the truck. So tire rack was back there. There's Target right there to our right, but that's like the employee entrance. The trucking entrance is back there too. And then GPS says Hancock is right up here. I didn't see any signs for that. Let's see what we got for truck entrance. There's a truck leaving, but that's let's see, trucks. Okay, cool. Truck's right. 1421. Yeah, Hancock. All right. And then Pactra is right here too. Whatever Pactra is. Let's see. This good old Raycon had about a bajillion pickup numbers, so hopefully one of them works. Security dude's walking back up over there. Let's see what we got. Well, he walked inside. How you doing, man?
Last name? Or,
First name's Justin.
yeah, I got you. Alright, and all you're going to do as soon as you pull in the gate, just park off to the right, any empty yard space that you see over there on the right, walk into the warehouse, and go to the shipping and receiving office and check in there.
Cool, man. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Super nice dude. He said his family's from Miami area, and his other half of his family's from the southern Georgia area. So he's a Cuban Georgian, he said. His words, not mine. Nice dude. All right, so we park off to the right, and then we get into the shipping office. Oh yeah, it's gonna be floor load. I can see the tires right here. Yikes, that's gonna take a while depending on the different kind of tires. So let's get parked and see what they say. All right, smells like tires out here. Lots of tires. Let's go check in. Man, I pick a full rack. Don't do nothing to get somebody else first. I watch everybody walk by me. We'll ride by me. Over here? Okay, sorry. You got your gun there?
That's all right, man. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and cut the tires. All right.
Truck, so he's free. He's ace in the hole now. Thank you.
Have you ever been here before?
No. Well, Susan, you guys got a lot of tires.
Yes, sir. Door 17.
Uh-huh.
Once you back in, just come inside the warehouse. There will be a door nearby for you to walk into.
Okay.
But once you do, you just have to count the load before we can load you.
Okay.
You'll see racks of tires at your door. Count how many tires are on each rack.
On each rack, okay.
Yes, sir.
And then total them up.
Exactly. You're
All
just
right.
going to add them up. You should have 940. If you get that exactly, great. If not, just put what you counted here and bring this back to the office.
All right.
Thank you.
Door 17, thank you. That is a lot of tires. So I don't know if you heard that other guy get excited, but when I first walked in that office, there was another driver standing there. He was on the phone with, I don't know who, so the owner of the company that broke to somebody. And he was worried about losing his job because he didn't want to count the tires. So he just left, and they're all happy he left. Who cares? You got to count the tires, man. Come on. Just get them counted and get on your way. But they're pretty excited when he left. So if you come to Hancock, you're going to be counting tires. Be okay with it. He nosed it in there to get back. Sometimes you got to do that. All right. counting 940 tires. Let's put our mask on. Door 17. There she is. I'm guessing it's this one. I'll have to ask. So I figured out the system. You can see it has a 17 and then a 2. But that's rack 17-1 up there. So we had 22 tires. 6, 6, and then 5 and 5. Kind of hard to see the back ones, but we'll get it done. Keep going. They're digging out the Savannah Canal even more?
Yeah, so
you can get bigger boats?
Super vessels.
How long?
They've been working on this for about 2-3 years now.
They're still trying to dig it out?
So yeah. They had to stop just recently because they found some Civil War artifacts down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So they're digging those out?
Yeah.
Nice. But 600,000 tires?
50,000.
650,000 tires? And you're going to get more?
Well, we were getting everything from the port in Savannah. They started making these domestically in Tennessee, so they made in the U.S. now, and we get hit from Tennessee, so we're getting hit from both ends.
So it comes in and you ship them out and you just
We
domestically...
distribute to all the other warehouses in the U.S.
Yeah.
Not to mention basic business.
Basic businesses. Cool, so now you got to roll the floor load, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just...
I'll turn this in for you.
Cool.
Kick back.
Thanks, man. Cool. Thanks, man. Okay, so my personal review on Hankook tires is they make you count. There's 940 tires, so they're all in racks, stacks of 4, stacks of 6, stacks of 5, and there's a number on there. So it's door number 17. It'll have a 17 on this square piece of paper you saw there, and on the bottom left it'll have another smaller number, which is like the sheet they give you is in numerical order up to I think 100. So you'd think 17 on the bottom said 1. Count how many tires in that rack, and you put that next to the 1. And then I get around to the second rack, and it's it was 17, door 17, number 16. I get over to the other one, there's another 16. And I was like, hey man, what's going on? He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Just count each rack. I'm like, okay. Well, he's like, there should be 44 racks. I'm like, should I count each tire too? He's like, you're supposed to. I'm like, so then I'm like putting 16 next to 16. It was just a little frustrating, but it ended up being 940 tires. So if you ever come here, bring your calculator, bring your phone. You're gonna have to have your flash on because it's dark in there, and you got to see like in between. There's like tires rolled in between them. I'm like, so that's probably why that guy didn't want to count tires and he left. But hey, I'm getting loaded. It gives me $1,100 to get back home for 230 miles, 240 miles. So I will take that if I have to count tires. But be home a little bit later tonight, T-dubs. But we're getting loaded, and it's floor loaded too, so they're just rolling them in there. So it's gonna take forever to get them off too, but it delivers at my house. What else can you ask for? We get in here and get a little workout in. I'm feeling flabby. Gotta get strong again, and then get ready for pool season. Pool's coming up. They just redid the plaster in our pool, so it should be nice because it used to rip up the bottom of your feet. If you were trying to play submarine with a kid on your back, it'd rip up your feet, but it should be better now. You said about an hour and a half? We'll see. Mask, pen. It did take about 3 hours to load it up after they started it, but floor loaded tires, and it takes me back home, so can't complain. $1,100 back home out of Savannah is a blessing. But I'm sure it's gonna take me a long time to get it off too, so hopefully I can leave my trailer there and come back and get it when they're done. Oh yeah. That's some tires. All right, let's lock this thing up. All right, we got our bills. God bless you. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. 650,000 tires right here in Savannah, Georgia. And that's just Hankook, so we are sealed up. They put it on for us. We're gonna head back to these kids. Casey has T-ball right now, so I just FaceTimed my middle child and told him, swing for the fences and run as fast as you can. So God bless you. See you tomorrow. And check out justtruckin.shop. Get a hat, get a hoodie, get a tumbler. Every $5 spent is a chance to win that OPS giveaway, which we're putting the engine in pretty soon.
There you go, baby. Run, baby, run. Good job, dude. That was a great hit, baby.